You can't take everybody with you. And I'm going to dig deeper and unpack that. I'm gonna break that up. So, this has been one of the biggest lessons on my journey of growth and elevation and evolution. Is number one, knowing that you're different from the people that are around you, your friends, your family, the people that you meet along your journey, and continuously growing and elevating and them not. So a lot of us are on our journeys and we have been slowed down on our journeys. We have stopped our journeys from moving forward because we're trying to take everyone that we love with us. And my message for you today is you can't take everybody with you. You can't take everybody with you. So I talked about, and I'm still continuously building on this new frequency in the world. And a lot of us are moving into that new frequency because the portal is open. This is the time for us to start to move into a more authentic and a more aligned space with who we are truly, and raise our frequency and get on that higher frequency with the earth, but ultimately with ourselves, with our spirits. So as we move into this new space, into the new frequency, I'm gonna like draw it out. So, like I said before, it's like you have two earths, right? You have the old earth, and this is how I'll explain it energetically. So I want y'all to like pick up on what I'm giving energetically, like metaphysically. Pick up on the energy the frequency that I'm giving you, because it's not so like it's not so face value. Like you got to pick up on the depth of what I'm giving you. And I'm going to try to break it down as simple as possible so that you can catch it. You can catch the vibe that I'm giving. So it's like you have two earths, right? You have the old earth and then the new earth, right? Between the two, there's a bridge to get from the old earth to the new earth. You have to cross the bridge to get over. And so as you have been on your journey, healing yourself, getting knowledge about yourself, elevating yourself, you continuously move closer to the bridge of leaving the old world behind to move over into the new world, right? And so you're not the same of who you used to be. If you're on this spiritual path, on this spiritual journey, on this journey of elevating yourself, you don't even have to be like labeled spiritually, but where you're growing and elevating yourself and changing yourself to be closer to your highest self. You're moving along your journey, you're elevating, you're raising yourself up. And as you're raising yourself up, as you're elevating, as you're learning, you're changing. You're changing a lot. You're changing how you think. You're changing your belief systems. You're changing how you see yourself. And so a lot of how you used to see yourself is based off of the people that were around you. So let's start there. I'm going to say that again. A lot of how you see yourself and perceive yourself is based off of the people that were surrounded by you, your family, your friends, how you grew up, the place you grew up in. And so as you continue your path and start to see yourself for who you truly are, and not based off of what other people think about you and what other people say about you and how other people perceive you, you change, and you change your perception of yourself. And so that's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. That's going to make a lot of people feel weird. Because as you elevate yourself, as you have done the work on yourself to see the truth, to experience the truth, to really know who you are, and see yourself who you are, embody who you are, you'll start to change how you perceive, how you project yourself, right? And so what will happen is if the people around you are still the same as when who you used to be, they're going to be uncomfortable with this new version of you, because when they're looking at you, they're seeing a more elevated version, a more truthful version. And that's going to reflect to them that they need to elevate, and that they need to raise their vibration, and that they need to grow. And a lot of people ain't ready to do that. That's why you're on the journey and they're not. This journey isn't for everybody. It's only the strong ones. Or, let me say that another way. The older spirits and the older souls that are catching this new vibe. It's a lot of people on this quote unquote spiritual journey that are playing just because it's, they're acting because it's a fad now. It's like a trend. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'm on my spiritual journey, but they really ain't about that life. Because when it comes to going through the real fucked up shit and the fucked up shit that happens in life, can you rely on your spiritual self to pull you through it? That's when the real test comes, or that's when the truth comes out. But let me get back on track. So, as you elevate, as you ascend within yourself, and you're moving towards the new world from the old world, you continue to move to the bridge to get to the new world. And a lot of us we keep looking back. We keep looking back like, oh, I need to help wait, come on, y'all, come on. Y'all, what y'all waiting on? Friends, what are y'all doing? Like, come on, let's cross this bridge. Family, what are y'all doing? Let's cross this bridge. Wife, husband, come on, let's cross this bridge. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, come on, let's cross this bridge. And they just standing there like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you crossing that bridge? And you like, what you mean? Like, the new world over there, it's so much better over there. It's an elevated space. They like, no, it's good. I'm good right here. I'm good right here. Like, I don't want to go over there, because that means I'm going to have to face myself. I'm going to have to do the work on myself to get there. And you looking like, look, y'all, come on. Come on, I'm telling you, it's so much better over there. And so you going back and forth with them. Meanwhile, you could have been over that bridge already in the new space, in the new world, in the new you, or the true you, because it's not really new. So you sitting there going back and forth with them, y'all arguing back and forth. You like, all right, y'all don't get it yet. So you going back, you lost your space to get on the bridge, you done went back to them, and you explain to them, all right, this is what you gotta do. You gotta elevate your mind, you gotta study, you gotta meditate, you gotta blah, 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 all the things that you went through to get yourself to a higher and more elevated space. You try to break it down to them so that they can get it. Look, you gotta get out of this relationship, you gotta get out of this mindset. You gotta love yourself. You sit there going back and forth with them. And they like, yeah, you're right, da 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 da. Just saying all the things to make you think that they listening to you. But then they turn around and they doing the same thing over and over. So then you might like, oh yeah, they good, they coming, so you back on your journey. You going back towards the bridge. You going back towards the bridge to get to the other side. And you turn around, they still not there. You're like, where the fuck they at? Or you yelling like, hey, what y'all doing? Come on. They like, no, I'm not going over there now. And you like, I just told y'all what to do to get over here. What's the issue? Like, no, I think we good right here. It's not that bad. So you going back, you trying to help them again. And you doing this back and forth with you and the people behind you. And really and truly, You're doing this back and forth with your old self because they represent your old self and who you used to be before you started to realize and become aware of who you really are, which is the representation of this new world, this new frequency. And so you prolonging you stepping into your true self. You're prolonging you being in the life that you are trying to build for yourself because you're still trying to bring the people from your past into your future. Everybody isn't going to cross that bridge. Some of them might come, but it might take them a little bit longer. They still got to go through some shit before they get it. Like, that's the bridge you need to get on. All right, I want y'all to hold that concept, right? I want y'all to hold that concept of the bridge and going back and forth on the bridge. Some of y'all are there. Some of y'all still arguing with y'all families. Some of y'all still arguing with y'all friends, the people you're in relationship with, even sometimes your kids. This isn't a physical thing, so you're not necessarily physically leaving your family. Sometimes you do gotta leave them, or your friends, or your partners. Sometimes you do gotta physically leave them, but this is an energetic thing. So you don't necessarily always have to leave them physically to leave them energetically. All right? So, some of y'all are there. Y'all going back and forth. Y'all trying to get them to go to the bridge with y'all. Some of y'all are at the bridge, about to cross it, but because there's people that's also crossing the bridge, you gotta wait your turn before it's time to come on the bridge. So you just sitting there waiting like, okay, I'm chilling, I'm in my car, I'm on the bridge. I'm waiting to cross, I'm waiting for the opening to come for me to cross the bridge. And then you get bored. You're like, oh. You know you about to cross, but you're bored. You're like, when is this shit gonna open? And you're like, all right, you know what? I got time. Let me go back and see if I could pick up some people to help them cross the bridge. And then you go back to help them again, like, hey, y'all, listen, the bridge about to open. The bridge about to open. I got a little bit of time. Y'all come on, get in the car. Y'all come on while I got the time. Meanwhile, while you over there arguing back and forth with them, they still on the same shit. No. Let's wait a little bit while. Come on over here. While you here, come on, let's drink. Let's do what we used to do when you used to be over here. Let's smoke some weed. Let's drink. Let's party a little bit. Let's bullshit. And you're like, all right, I got time. All right, let me get my drink. Let me smoke. Whatever. Now you fucked up. You done fucking fell asleep. You wake up. You like, oh shit. Let me go back to the bridge. You went back to the bridge. Now you back in line. Now you got to get back in line and wait even longer. When if you had to just stayed in your position, stayed in your spot, and waited a little bit longer, the spot would have opened up so you could cross the bridge to get over. I hope y'all catching what I'm putting down. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. All right. Some of y'all are there. Some of y'all are afraid to cross the bridge. Some of y'all are there. The opening is there. It's time for you to cross, and you hesitating. You like, oh shit, out of fear. You like, what does this mean? Like, I don't want to do this by myself. I'm scared. Like, what if I don't make it? What if I get on the bridge and then it's a storm and the bridge fall through and I don't make it over? Some of y'all sitting there hesitating. It's cars behind y'all like beeping the horn, like, what you doing? Go, like, it's your turn. And y'all just sitting there, you hesitate, like, should I turn around? Because there's always a U-turn. There's always space for a U-turn. You can turn around whenever you feel like it. So you sitting there back and forth like, okay, should I turn or should I go ahead and go over the bridge? Because you can't quite tell what's over there. You can see the bridge and you know on the other side, that's where you're supposed to go. In that new world, you know that's where you're supposed to go. But you like, I don't know what's over there. And I'm gonna be by myself. What if? And you stuck in that space. You can't take everybody with you. I say all of that to say, I make those analogies to say you can't take everybody with you because some of them is gonna take longer and some of them you are not gonna go at all. That's their journey. But you gotta stay on your journey, regardless of what everyone else is doing. I'm gonna refer back because I'm seeing the vision of Harriet Tubman. And if you know the story of Harriet Tubman, or if you have watched the movie of Harriet Tubman, you will know what happened to her. She was on her spiritual journey. It looked different back then, but she was on her spiritual journey. And what happened is, just to like sum it up really quick to tie into the message I'm giving you is she wanted to get free. She wanted to get free. She wanted to leave slavery. Listen now, because all of this still applies today. It's just a different era. She wanted to leave slavery and go free, get free. And so she escaped. She escaped and she started her journey to get up to Philadelphia, to freedom. As she was leaving, she had a group of people with her that was gonna do it. When shit got rough, when the dogs started coming through the woods and when the fucking slave owners started shooting and shit, a lot of people ran back. They was like, no, I ain't trying to die. They ran back. But she kept going. She kept going. The big group of people that was with her slimmed down smaller and smaller and smaller. And so as she was going on her journey, on her path, she got sidetracked because she ran into some roadblocks. She couldn't go, certain places she couldn't go that way because it was slave owners there that was trying to catch her. They knew she was gone, so they was trying to catch her. She had to take a different route. So when she took this different route, she like, oh shit, I don't know where to go. Now I don't know where to go because I went off of my path. And so what did she do? She looked in the stars and she prayed. She prayed for a way. And eventually she got away. She kept following the stars. She made it all the way up to Philly. She got herself together. Then she came back and got people that wanted to go. Some people was ratting her out. Some people was was mad at her. I mean, it was people that was coming against her. She came all the way back from her freedom to come pick up people. And some of them still was trying to fuck her over. Because they didn't want to leave the plantation. They didn't want to leave slavery. This is the same shit that's happening now. Before anything, before you can help anyone get freedom, you got to get free yourself. You got to cross that bridge. If she would have stopped when some of the people that were with her, if she would have stopped and went back to get them while she was still on her path to get the freedom, she would have got caught. They could have killed her. They could have thrown her back into slavery, put her on like more lockdown because they know she was going to try to escape. Anything could have happened, but she kept going. And that's what my message is for you today. You got to keep going. It doesn't matter if you still got 2 people that was with you, 10 people that was with you, or nobody. You got to cross that fucking bridge. Don't even second guess about turning back around because you got to get over that bridge first. You got to go into this new frequency. You got to go into the new earth. You got to get over there and get settled. Because once you get over there, you got to get used to being in a more aligned space. You can't just get over there and say, oh, now I'm free, and then go back. You got to get over there. You got to ground yourself in the new earth, in the new frequency. And then once you get used to it, like, okay, now this is my new reality. This is my new life. If you're feeling called to, all right, let me go back and get some of the people that I know are ready to come over this bridge. And come into the new frequency. But you can't fucking save nobody. You can't save your family. You can't save your wife. You can't save your husband. You can't save your girlfriend, boyfriend. You can't save your mother, father, children, cousins. You can't save them. If they want to stay in the old world, leave them there. This is their choice. Just like it's your choice to go over the bridge. But stick with your choice. You got to stick with your choice. So whatever you've been doing to get to this point, wherever you are in your journey, keep moving forward. Don't pay attention to the people around you. This is an individual journey. This is not a group thing. If you're alone, when you go over that bridge and you get into the new world, you're going to connect with your real people. You're going to get over there and it's going to be a bunch of y'all over there that's on the same vibration. And they're gonna embrace you in your new space, in your true space. They're not gonna try to take you back to who you used to be. A lot of us are back and forth. We don't know if we want to still be the old us or the new us. Because if you go around those people that you used to be around when you were the old you, they're gonna pull you back into the old you. You gotta stay on the path, stay on your journey. Let people meet you in your new space, in your new frequency. And again, like I said, this isn't a physical thing. You don't have to leave your family or your friends or your partners, but you gotta stay on your journey. And if it's meant to be, when you get over that bridge, once you get into the new world, if it's meant to be for them to still be with you, they will still be with you. They'll elevate too. It's a lot of people that once you leave them on your journey and go on your journey, and they realize like, oh shit, where they went at? Oh, they did say that they was about to go over the bridge into the new world. I wonder, you know what? They was right. Let me get my shit together so I can go over the bridge. You'll inspire them because you went, you left. And then they'll start working on themselves so that they can get in the line to go over the bridge. But you going back and forth trying to tell them is just wasting your own energy. You wasting your own energy when you could have been over there already. A lot of us could have been in the reality that we want to be in a long time ago. If we would have just left everybody and everything behind and stayed on the path. You're going to get there regardless. But you can waste your own time there to get over there too. And a lot of us are wasting time. We don't have time like that. Right now, the bridge is open. It's open, it's wide open. And as soon as it's divine timing for you to cross it, you're gonna get across. But you need to be over there so that when your time is right, you can just cross over easily. Don't make it hard on yourself. Don't make it hard on yourself. Let it go. Let the old you go. Let the old you go. Everything you used to do, you used to be. I know it's scary. You don't know what's going to happen when you go over into this new world, this new frequency. But you know, guess what? Guess what you do know? You know you don't want to stay here. You may not know what's over there, but it got to be better than this shit right here. It got to be better. Why would you want to stay in some shit that you know is old and stale? Why would you want to keep picking fruit from a dead garden? The shit is dead. The fruits are dried up. Some of them got fucking worms and stuff in them. Why are you still trying to eat from those fruits when you know over here, a couple of streets down, there's a new garden that you've been cultivating for years, and the fruits are just like plump and beautiful, and they just waiting for you to go over there and pick them. But you still over here picking from the old garden because you used to eating the old fruit. Why are you still here? What are you doing? Because the people that used to be around you, they still eating old fruit? You trying to be like everybody else, or you trying to be yourself? Go into the garden that you have been cultivating these past years, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Go into your new space in your new frequency and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like I said in the last video, a lot of us, we don't have to do any more work. We just gotta embody the new space and stop going back to our old selves. Because that old space, that old self is dying out. The old world is dying out. Why would you want to live in a world that's dying unless you want to die? Unless you want to wither away. If you're not growing, you're dying. So do you want to stay in a world that's dying, or do you want to stay in a world that's growing? So I think I'm going to wrap it up. I think I've made my point. You can't take everybody with you. That's going to, whenever you find this video, whether it's in the future, whether it's in the now, whenever you hear this video, it's your time to keep moving forward and leave the past behind. Leave the people that don't want to go with you behind. I'm going to say one more thing. As you move closer to crossing the bridge over into the new world, into the new frequency, into the new you, the true you, there will be some people that try to run up behind you. They know they're not crossing that bridge, but they don't want you to get over because they're jealous. And over the years, you've been cultivating yourself, preparing yourself, feeding yourself, putting into yourself for you to get ready to go over this bridge. And you've been having this is what they are, they're leeches. Just latching onto you. They're just leeches, they're sucking you out. So you build yourself up, the leeches come and they pull you back down. Then you like, all right, give me some space, let me build myself up. And it's been like that for a while. So you fed up, you tired, you ready to go. And you're at the bridge. You're close to the bridge, you're waiting for your time to go over. And they can't quite reach you to leech on you anymore because they can't get close to the bridge because that's not where they're going. But they're calling you. They're like, hey, come back. Come back real quick. I got to tell you one more thing before you leave. Because they're trying to leech on you again. Don't listen to that shit. Don't listen to that shit. The more you grow and elevate, it's going to trigger jealousy in people. It's going to trigger insecurity in people. People don't want to see you cross that bridge. People don't want to see you get to your highest potential because they know they don't want to do the work to get to their highest potential. Y'all could be doing this shit together, but they don't want to do it. And also, they've been leeching off of you. The more your light was starting to shine more and more and more, the more they wanted to leech off of you and fill themselves up off of a false sense of growth. They've been growing off of your growth because you let them, because you're sensitive, because you're caring. But once you leave, they ain't got nobody to leech off of. They're just gonna find somebody else to leech off of because that's what they are. They're leeches. That's what leeches do. Leeches, they're literally built to suck off of other people. That's their job. They're not gonna be nobody else. You trying to build an elevated person off of a leech. You trying to make a leech something that is not. And a lot of times leeches don't look like leeches. They look like you. On the outside, they look like you. They sound like you. So you like, oh, these my people. No. When you put on them glasses, them energetic glasses, and you take a look, you like, oh shit, that's a leech. That's a leech. The whole time that's been a leech? Yes, boo-boo. The whole time. Don't let nobody, no thing stop you from going over the bridge into your new space, into your true space, into your higher self, your best frequency, your best reality. You've done the work. You have done the work over and over and over to get where you're going. Don't let nobody stop you from getting there. Nobody. I don't give a shit who they are, what their title is in your life. Don't let nobody stop you from getting there. You gotta choose you now. You gotta choose you. Know your plan, know why you're on the journey and why you started this plan in the first place, and keep moving towards it. And be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Your turn to cross the bridge is gonna be there, but stay in line. Stay in formation. So that when your turn comes, you're ready. And guess what? That turn is like right around the corner. It's very, very close. So don't you get out of line. Don't you get out of line and miss your turn and have to get to the back of the line. Stay where you are. It doesn't matter if you're bored, if you're scared, that shit doesn't fucking matter. Just keep thinking about where you're going. Keep thinking about your dreams, your aspirations. Everything you've been thinking about manifesting, everything is over there in that new world. Everything is there. And it's gonna be there more abundant than you could have even imagined. Your most exciting manifestations of what you want in life is small compared to what you're actually gonna get once you get over there. But you gotta get over there. You gotta get over there. So keep that in mind. Let that be your vision. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all with that message. Stay on the path. Do not look back. In Christianity, they say, you look back, you turn back, you'll turn into a pillar of salt. That's real. You look back, you turn back to go backwards, you're gonna turn into a pillar of salt. You stuck. You stuck. Don't look back. You look back too many times. It's time to move forward. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all in the next message. Peace.